Coming up right now on SUTV News, find out where over $4 million of your tuition money goes.
And safety on campus is a cause for concern.
It's all right now. Hello and thanks for joining us on SUTV News. I'm Lucy Davis.
And I'm Emily Larson. Frequent SU alerts have students paying attention to personal safety. Courtney Christian has more.
University Police, what's your emergency?
Shippensburg University goes to great lengths to make sure that students are safe when they step on campus. If there is a problem, Peter Gelati is in charge of making sure that students are aware.
A multitude of opportunities to tell students. You know, we're talking about 10, 11, 12 different ways to communicate in a major crisis.
Keeping students informed is the most important way to keep students safe.
I get those SU alerts on my phone, so I always know when stuff's going on. So I feel really safe. I'm not really worried about it.
Students on campus are essentially safer because of all of the security measures put in place. But off campus, that's another story.
I feel like every weekend we get a new SU alert saying that we've had a stabbing or a shooting or a mugging off campus.
If there is a problem off campus, it can take police up to 15 minutes to get there.
At night, it kind of gets a little scary. I carry a keychain, a self-defense keychain, through the paths because they're dark and not well lit.
Taking safety precautions, as well as being aware of your surroundings when off campus, is the first step to being safe. For SUTV News, I'm Courtney Christian.
Students are encouraged to walk in groups or call the police escort service if you're alone. The Office of Undeclared Students is trying to give students a hand navigating registration. Students who are planning for next semester classes and beyond are encouraged to attend 2 workshops. They are Monday, March 25th from 2 to 3 and Wednesday, March 27th from 10 to 11 in Horton Hall. These sessions will help students with banner for fall registration. For more information, contact the Office of Undeclared Students.
Clubs and organizations on campus have already asked for the money they'll need to operate next year. Alosa Wilkinson finds out where the money actually comes from.
2, 3.
Undergraduate students count out their $240 activity fee every semester to help pay for clubs and organizations on campus.
A lot of students don't realize, but it is not Student Senate money, it is actually student money.
The fees rest on the shoulder of Isabel Scott and her committee members.
I think it's a very large responsibility for me to take care of $4.1 million of student money, and I really want to make sure that they're getting the right value for that.
The students' activity fee only totals $3 million, but there is still another $1.1 million in the budget.
We also receive income from the bookstore, so every book that students buy goes right into paying for student groups. In addition, we receive income from PSECU, they rent stuff from us.
Parking tickets and vending machines are included in extra fees. All this money goes directly into the budget for students.
We hand out roughly $2 million to clubs and organizations, and then to athletics, which we also fund as well, sports clubs, intramurals.
Like many different colors of candy, Senate's budget is dispersed into many different clubs and organizations on campus, including athletics.
All the money has to be budgeted. As the candy represents, 1/3 goes to athletics, which goes to paying for their expenses like travel, referees, and equipment, which goes for all individual sports teams, including football and men's and women's basketball teams.
It's Senate's goal to give the SHIP students the best overall experience.
The student activities fee is spread out to try to impact every single student on campus in some way, because we really want to make sure that every student is maximizing their time here at Shippensburg.
Isabel and the Senate knows the importance of the budget and gives it back to the students.
238, 239.
For SUTV News, I'm Melissa Wilkinson.
The budget is in the public record, and Student Senate encourages anyone to come to its office and request a copy. And twice a year, we change our clocks. In 1895, George Vernon Hudson, an insect collector, invented the idea of daylight savings. Daylight savings was first used in World War I in order to use more daylight and less candles and power. So, don't forget to set your clock an hour forward on Saturday night to move our clocks to daylight savings time. Coming up on SUTV News, our furry friends at a local animal shelter need your help.
and what it's like to fight fires and fight for A's all at the same time. It's coming up next.
There is no better time than now to adopt a pet. During winter months, pets need a warm shelter more than ever. One place has the solution to your adoption needs. Sean Michael has the scoop.
Life as a kid, and it really wasn't until I came here that I realized that they're really worth fighting for.
The Cumberland Valley Animal Shelter has been caring for homeless animals for over 30 years. The shelter opened the door to its new building on January 31st.
In the building, we probably have 50 to 60 cats and probably 20 to 30 dogs right now.
But it's not the new building the workers love, it's their friends waiting for them on the inside.
I like to work with adoption dogs because I love to help people get their dream pet, because I know I always adopted all my animals.
At the old shelter, the animals were kept in wired cages and could see everything going on around them. In the new building, the shelter wanted to give these animals a private, more comfortable home. And for one pit bull, the change couldn't have come at a better time. Yvonne has been with the shelter for over a year, and at the old building, when visitors came, they were turned off by her energy.
At the old shelter, she's literally like a canine pogo stick, like just jumping and jumping and jumping.
But that all changed when she settled into her new home.
The one really fascinating thing that we've discovered since we moved into this building is our dogs aren't in cages anymore. They are in what we call dog dens. And Yvonne does not jump nearly as much as she has in the past at the old shelter. And as a result, people are starting to be interested in her. People are starting to actually fill out adoption applications on her. And we haven't had a single application on that dog in practically a year's time that she's been with us.
Stories like Yvonne's show the move was perfect for everyone.
The transition from the old shelter to this shelter has not only been amazing for us as humans, but it has really, truly been amazing for these animals. And that's the bottom line why we created this facility.
The shelter hopes the new building will continue to bring out the best in its animals. Sean Michael, SUTV News.
The animal shelter brings over 2,000 animals a year with a 90% adoption rate for its dogs. For more information, go to cvas-pets.org.
More than 100 graduate schools and employers are looking for SHIP students, and you can meet them. SU Career Day is this Monday, March 11th in the Shipwreck from 1 to 4. If you are looking for an internship or a job after school, this is for you. To see a complete list of the employers and graduate schools attending, go to collegecentral.com/ShipsCareerDay. The snow was here but didn't stick around for long. Zach Briscoe is standing by at the weather board to tell us what we can look forward to this weekend. Hey, Zach.
Thanks, Emily. Shippensburg received 6.8 inches of snow Tuesday night into Wednesday. Snow will be an afterthought as we head into the weekend, though. Tonight, we'll see mostly cloudy skies with a low of 29 degrees, northwest wind at 8 miles per hour. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny with a high of 43. It's also going to be breezy with a northwest wind at 16 miles per hour and gusting up to 30 miles per hour at times. That storm system that brought us that snow yesterday is stalled off the northeast coast and impacting them today. A high pressure system is going to move in and tighten up that pressure gradient tomorrow, and that's going to be the cause of those breezy conditions. The 5-day forecast holds some spring-like temperatures this weekend with nearly clear skies and temperatures in the 50s. As we push towards Monday, it's going to be mostly cloudy but almost 60 degrees. Rain returns Monday night into Tuesday morning. Now I'm going to turn it over to Courtney Christian, who takes a look at some stats on this past winter.
One thing's for sure, we've seen a lot of snow this winter. At least every week since December, there's been some sort of snowfall. In total, we've seen about 27.1 inches over the winter period, which looks like this, which is a little over 2 feet of snow. Hopefully, spring is just around the corner and warmer weather is on its way. Back to you at the desk.
Some students have decided to put their lives on the line while still going to college. Nathan Yurgis has more.
Most people run out of burning buildings, but some SHIP students run into them. Jay Shovaker and Andrew Hahn are 2 of 10 active college firefighters who work and live at the Vigilant Hose Company.
You become part of a family. I mean, all the live-ins, we just love to be together. We like to hang out.
But it's also a serious commitment.
You've got to be disciplined enough to juggle your school and your firehouse work. You've got to be mature enough to realize you're living with a bunch of other people that, you know, one day it's great and one day you guys get in each other's hair.
Since the late 1970s, Vigilant has had their live-in program, and they were only one of over 200 departments in the United States to do so. Justin Eberly, a business major, is also an EMT. He says going to his 8 a.m. after a 12-hour shift can be tough, but it's a great experience for all.
It takes some dedication, but if you're willing to do it, the rewards are something that you'll live with for the rest of your life.
Student firefighters trade their work for a place to live, helping defray college costs. It's a good deal for everyone.
But the benefits that we get from them is that we have manpower here at the fire station, especially overnight. One of the live-ins, actually 2 of the live-ins are drivers of all of our apparatus, so when we have a call, they're responding within a minute or 2 of dispatch.
Vigilant is always looking for more volunteers. If you feel led, feel free to stop by their station. For SUTV News, I'm Nathan Yurgis.
If you would like more information on how you can volunteer, you can visit the website at vigilanthose.com.
Still to come on SUTV News, find out what 2 organizations are teaming up for this month.
And see what competition is making SHIP more eco-friendly. We'll be right back.